think you ought to love everybody. People just killing people and shooting and has been since Trump was in office. I can tell you when my grandmother slapped me. I like love songs, but I also like songs that you can boogie to. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm 85. June 26th.
Had your 85th birthday.
Right.
Just very interestingly, tell me something. Tell me an interesting story about yourself.
I don't know anything other than
Or you tell me a story about you when you was a little girl with your siblings, my grandmama. Can you tell me a story about you and my grandmama?
I can tell you when my grandmother slapped me.
Why? Why did she slap you?
Because I smarted off at her. My daddy didn't allow her to whip us. And I was a senior in high school, and she said something, and he drove the bus, and she slapped me. Oh.
Can you describe the type of house you grew up in?
The kind of house or home?
Home. Well, yeah. Home. Okay. What kind of home did you grow up in?
Okay. I grew up in a very loving home. My dad was really, really a loving man. We crawled all over him until we were grown and he couldn't hold us anymore. He didn't allow Mama to whip us, and he just loved us to pieces. He loved us too much. He spoiled us. And my mother was good, but she was not a very affectionate person, but she took really good care of us.
What meals or recipes from your childhood do you still remember? Because I know you cook cakes and pound cakes, and you've been cooking ever since I was a little boy. You bought cakes and stuff over.
Yeah, basically, I just make cakes. Really, I learned how to cook from Lou, because Lou's 6 years older than I am, and I wasn't in the kitchen. And when Mama died, then, and Jessie, not Jessie, Early used to do all the cooking. And when we separated then, I started having to do the cooking because Jessie cooked stuff that I didn't like. So Lou taught me how to cook, and I still have some of her recipes posted in different places in the kitchen now that I use.
What's the best piece of advice you think you've ever received?
The best piece of advice, I think probably it was to always do what you think is right and not follow along with other people. My dad used to tell us that all the time. Do the right thing. Do what you know is right. Don't just follow up somebody else.
How did you meet your closest friends? Or who do you consider one of your closest friends?
Okay, Meredith is one of my closest friends.
How did y'all meet?
Meredith came here. She's from New York, so she came.
New York, or what part of New York?
It was New York, but now she's moved out in the suburbs.
Rochester. I live in Rochester.
Yeah, she's in Rochester now. But anyway, she was born here in Marouge, but her family soon moved away. Her dad was an attorney, and he left and went to Monroe, and ultimately he went to Shreveport where he died, but Meredith was grown then. But Meredith came looking for Davenports. She's big into genealogy. So the woman asked her, well, I think she said, are you looking for white folk? And Meredith said, I'm looking for all Davenports. So the lady told her, well, there's Wilma Davenport.
Okay.
So we met at the library, and from that point on, we were friends.
Who in the family are you most like, and why?
My dad.
Your dad. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite song? Favorite music?
I guess I have favorites. I like love songs, but I also like songs that you can boogie to. Except I just can't boogie down anymore. But
okay. What's your secret to living a long and happy life?
I think loving everybody in a Christian way. I think you ought to love everybody, and help anybody that you can.
Tell me this, how did you spend your weekends as a teenager?
And Bernice with the principal, we'd go home with Mr. Newt, or if not, we were just at home.
Did you ever sneak out or break any rules?
No, Alice is the one who did that. Alice snuck to town every Saturday.
What was your first car?
It was a green Chevrolet. I just remember it was a Chevrolet, and I was in school, and I let brother have my car all during the time I was at school, because I stayed with Florida, and then there's something I would walk to my classes and he had my car, and smoking and burning the seats in.
Can you remember who your first crush was?
My first crush, probably George Payton. He's dead now.
Tell me about your first job. Can you remember your first job?
Oh yes, I can remember my first job. I taught 2 months at Union because they have what they call a split session. I taught 2 months there, and it was hot summertime. It was okay, but I always enjoyed teaching English, but I love books, so I only taught for 10 years, and then I became librarian.
What is the biggest change you've seen in the world since you've been alive?
Oh, Lord. People seem to be more unkind to people now. People just killing people and shooting, and I didn't know anything about all of that until just, in more recent years. You didn't ever hear tell of anybody shooting anybody. At least you didn't hear of it every day, and several people being killed. And of course, the biggest change of all now, and I'm 85, but the biggest change in the world that I have seen has been since Trump was in office.
What's something you miss that no longer exists today?
Something that I miss. I can't think of anything that I miss that no longer exists today.
You miss Tiger?
Who?
Tiger, you remember Tiger?
Oh, I miss Tiger and Chico. Yeah, I miss both
I
of
remember
them.
Tiger.
I had helped Tiger put down. I miss Tiger and Chico.
Well, I don't have any more questions. I just want to say thank you for talking to me and give me a hug.
You should have asked me who was my favorite nephew. And I could have told you, come on.
Oh, wait, it's still recording, so y'all heard that.